In this week's episode of The Crypto Mile, we'll be exploring the burgeoning world of AI art. Using text-based prompts, this technology is able to access a huge amount of artistic references and styles online, and then combine them to create a unique image in an extremely short amount of time. Despite its obvious benefits as a tool, what are the downsides? And how do artists feel about its introduction into their industry? This week, we sat down with artist and illustrator Greg Rutowski, who has created works for the likes of Disney, Games Workshop, and Blizzard, to get his thoughts on this technology. Hi Greg, welcome to the Crypto Mile. Can you tell us how this AI-generated art actually works?
It's based on database that were, images that were gathered throughout the internet. Basing on that, it creates sort of like bashed image from a lot of different images out there, photos, and adding reference as an artist when it comes to the style. It creates sort of like imitation of existing artists' style. The most popular right now is like text to image generators, and where people use different sentences, phrases as prompts, as a guideline for artificial intelligence to create an image, an illustration, concept art of anything. And those prompts are like guidelines for the AI to create something. And you can use a lot of different words. You can create a landscape based on the certain style of existing artists or old masters, and it's just a matter of putting proper prompt into the machinery.
Do you think AI art lacks meaning?
Right now, just seeing, looking at the variety of AI art out there, we can see that some of the artworks are with less meaning, and some of them are rendered and created much more looking like what human do. When it comes to the narrative and storytelling in illustration or concept art, it's always one of the most human thing out there, because we kind of trying to pass some message or idea behind the painting, and using all the tools that we have. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, we kind of like fed the artificial intelligence with prompts, with ideas for the whole illustration as it is. Right now, it generates random images, but it's really hard to tell exactly how it will look within a year or two.
Do you think that artists could be provided some kind of protection against the use of their artwork via the blockchain? Maybe their artwork is incorporated as, say, an NFT?
Blockchain is one way to sort of like secure your work, but it's just the exterior of the problem. Users can always like make a screenshot, put it somewhere else, and it will get to the database that way or another. I support the idea of selling digital art as a kind of like traditional art, where there is a scarcity, there is some kind of like a value set, but I guess there is still unsolved issue with carbon footprint, and that also will be something that will evolve and probably get solved within next year or two.
So what does the art world feel about this new disruptive technology? And what is it that individual artists can do to fight back against it?
I mean, it's divided. Like right now, we have a lot of artists that use that as a tool. It's understandable, because in some ways it can be treated as another tool, like 3D softwares or any other software that delivers different solutions for our creative process. What we can do right now is just to make the case loud and force the government and different facilities that are responsible for setting the new laws and regulations to start doing something, because right now it's above any limits, it's above any regulations, and it evolves so fast that it's much faster than any law, any regulation out there, and that's the threat in many fields.
Greg Rutowski, thank you for coming on this week's episode of The Crypto Mile.
Thank you.